Fucking focus, you piece of crap. Trash to Cash Floodcast episode.
Floodcast.
I don't know. My backland eye is flooding. Hi guys, how you doing?
Hey, what's up,
And
man?
Tina's not home. Tina's not home.
It's all up to Dave. Kevin's
It's all up to me, and I'm recording a podcast.
Kevin's already drunk, and I'm just here. I'm just living.
I'm back there trying to sweep the water off the deck.
I'm 4 hours behind you, so based on time travel, in 3 hours I'm gonna have trouble with flooding, if I understand this correctly.
I think that's science. Yeah,
that is science. It sounds scientific.
Anyways, hi guys.
Hey, what's up, man?
What episode is this? 142.
I think we're at 182.
142.
Is my guess.
142.
That's what I meant.
That's my job on here. I just tell you what the podcast is, and I sit back and relax. I only say 9 words an episode.
Exactly.
Good job.
And you've already just used 4, so you got to.
When you search Trash to Cash on YouTube, we're not the first thing that comes up.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Who is it? The Miss.
Oh no, we are. I wrote 141, and something else came up. But yeah, never mind.
Well, yeah. If you're just doing, you did.
I wrote Trash to Cash 141.
I'm we're not going to be the number one search result for the number 141.
Maybe we should be, Care Bear. Maybe we should be.
What is the number one search for 141? That's a good question.
It was something else. Let's not get into it. Discount Property Investor really Podcast does not need our promotion.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
We don't want to promote them. Forget them.
Yeah.
We don't need any more. We don't need any more grimy landlords out there. If you know what I'm saying. We have too many of those.
Yeah. My feet are wet, my legs are wet, my pants are wet. I'm just sitting here moist.
Same with me. It's not raining.
Kevin was aggressively wanting to do the podcast early, and there I am trying. Honestly, if we started at the normal time, I would be able to deal with this little flood going on because it's going to end in 5 minutes.
We gotta bend to Kevin's will. Bend to Kevin's will.
So if my house is destroyed when I get in there, it's Kevin's fault. That's right. I'll invoice the Commonwealth Picker Company.
Yeah, he keeps saying if you guys don't straighten up, me and Death Pile and Roman, we're gonna start our own after hours kind of
we're gonna
kind of raunchy podcast to compete.
Dave is taking off on the food channel. Might as well just start doing open auditions right now. This is 142. We had a good run, y'all.
Kevin, my food channel's it's not even my best month on my food channel.
Look at that. It's not his best.
So,
look at
best month in a long time.
Look at short.
It's my best bragging. It's my best month in 11 months, but that meant that it equated to nothing last time. So it will most likely equate to nothing this time.
Nope.
So for the few
I'm telling you, I don't want to
listening,
get your hopes up, Dave.
I don't want to get him up either.
They mean nothing. He means nothing.
The YouTube roller coaster has broken me enough, Kevin. I don't need it to break me
anymore. Who was talking about that? Some YouTube reseller was talking about the roller coaster or something.
It's exhausting.
I can't remember. Somebody was talking about it. No, it's not. It's not exhausting. When you live off of far less than you make, Dave.
I don't, Kevin. I live off way more than I make. It's a real problem I'm having.
That's my point.
I don't know how to undo it. There's no undo button on mortgages right now. There's no undo button on $800 electric bills. I don't know. What are my options here?
I can't stop buying sports cards. I just can't.
Break my daughter's heart and get her out of gymnastics, I guess. These are my options.
Sorry, you're not making the Olympics.
I got my
and I'm
daughter
what
out
could
of
I
gymnastics.
cut?
The main one being it's so small.
Yeah, it's hard to find. This is the worst 5 minutes of the podcast
We just went all the way in. We went because Kevin left.
Kevin with his. Anyways, gosh.
Reseller. This is almost like a secret pod. Yeah, I feel that. Now that you're a cooking guy, you've kind of changed a little bit.
All I can think about right now is how flooded my backland eye probably is. It's probably seeping into my living room at this point. And Kevin's not even here. He's not even here.
That's insane. You don't have do you have to have sandbags in Florida or something?
I don't have any set up. I'm gonna pause the recording and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, okay.
What's that, Kevin?
We had to pause. We had to pause for a second.
We had to pause so I could go, check my backyard.
We were having a medical discussion and then he had to end it. So I understand that.
That is very true. Yeah. Look at Kevin. He's all frozen. It's kind of cute.
Fix
it, Felix. That's like when he jumps up and hits the block or whatever.
Isn't that Super Mario? Man, you think he could afford it?
I miss Under the Tree, Kevin.
Yeah, Under the Tree, laid back,
cool bro.
in the dark, and there was just creatures.
Let's get in the dark
by.
under the tree, Kevin.
Yeah, you should just go under the tree, dude. It's better reception out there.
Yeah,
I could do
go
that.
to the tree.
Cool. It was like we were relaxed, Kevin. We liked relaxed.
Yeah, it was kind of nice. Kevin, we didn't talk about anything inappropriate while you were gone.
No, you don't have to worry at all about what we talked about.
Mm-hmm. All right, is it working now? Because if it isn't working, I am going to go out under the tree.
It's working.
All right. Well, if it stops working, I'll just take the week off.
It doesn't take much to get Kevin to take the week off.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I got a mosquito bite, guys. I'm gonna be off this week.
West Nile.
Hey, can you tell me who is Jerry Lewis? Do you know that? Lewis? It seems like a Kevin thing.
He's a comedian.
A lot of people are calling me Jerry Lewis.
Oh, Jerry Lewis, the comedian.
Jerry Lewis.
You know who Dean Martin is?
Is he the one that was in the Curb Your Enthusiasm? No, that's Richard Lewis.
Wait, so your fans on your cooking channel are 120-year-old dead people? How do they even know who Jerry Lewis is?
I don't know. They're all talking about it. It seemed like a Kevin reference to me.
Yeah, well, everybody knows who Jerry Lewis is. How do you not know?
Yeah, everybody knew who Jerry Lewis was in 1954.
No,
according to my cooking channel, everybody knows how to separate the yolk from an egg white. Doesn't mean I know.
Yeah. Seems like that'd be important.
I do. I'm just not good at it. It took me 17 eggs for a recipe that was 6 eggs or something. That's pretty impressive.
Separate what? Oh, because you're trying to get a certain amount.
Separate. I'm just a failure.
You could just buy egg white.
But you know what? It's not actually that big of a deal because everyone over there is so freaking nice compared to my picker stuff. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like I told Tina, anytime I get depressed by someone calling, wait, what were today's dishes? NC Lisper, and then no one cares Chunky. Yeah, no one cares.
I love that.
My latest one.
I'm just gonna write that down.
No one cares, Chunky. And then I go over my cooking channel, and it's like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. And I'm like, yeah, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah, you guys are child's play though. I get resellers get the firing squad or the guillotine.
I've gotten the guillotine one. Yeah, I've gotten that one.
Yeah.
I mean, did you see my post on Instagram? Somebody's like, oh, that's a good thief Christian or something like that. Like, what are you talking about, dude? This is hilarious.
So speaking of thief Christian, actually this isn't related to what I'm about to say, so let's not get it out of context. I just saw as I was coming on here Carrie told me he released a video, so I was gonna go check Carrie's video, but then Pro Pickers thing showed up.
So you watched Pro's instead.
I did actually watch some of his, but like, dude,
that hurts my feelings. You should have just not told me that. Why would you say
every
that
one of his videos lately, he seems to be running into someone who hates him.
Like, oh really?
Oh, echo. Sorry. Yeah, like this last one says it's a scam and it's an angry emoji. You need to back up, angry emoji. Early birds suck, angry emoji. I don't want you here, angry emoji. He certainly found a winning
negative. Yeah, the negative. Like Kevin knows this. Watch Flipper, Commonwealth Flipper. It's always like eBay's burning down in a ball of flames. Bonanza's gonna. He's always pushing Bonanza weirdly.
Bonanza is the next dibdit. I don't know.
Exactly.
You guys are going to love my thumbnail tomorrow's video, which is yesterday's video when people hear this. It's a good one.
Okay. Is it one where you have your hat on or hat off?
I got the jail bars going on.
Oh, my
God. I'm out of eBay jail.
Oh,
I've done it. I've done it twice. I put my mom in jail one time.
You should take it to the next level and have some like light sodomy in the prison cell happening.
I'm trying to light what?
Okay, that took me like 5 full seconds, but just
remember, I'm keeping it kid appropriate.
Yeah,
Carrie.
we're keeping it kid appropriate. That was
this is at least this is not the secret podcast.
Here's the thing, man.
It might as well be at this point.
Have you guys have you ever thought, Kevin, like instead of doing like the clickbait kind of thing, like you just made like content people wanted to watch, like that they'd be like, oh, Kevin's doing a video.
This is clickbait. Pro Picker is clickbait. That's Dave is clickbait.
Shots fired. Commonwealth Picker has a bone to pick with the Pro Picker.
Grams is still top my list though. I mean, still top.
You're still bitter at Grams.
Yeah,
that's good. Grams, you hear that? He's still got beef and potatoes.
Well, you should have beef, Dave. He saturated the grass even more in the last video.
It's gonna be purple.
Dude, it's like aggressive.
He likes it when we talk about him. So hey, Dustin,
what's up, Dustin?
We like the green grass, brother.
Reselling.
Very green grass. Reselling is a thing I do.
Nobody cares, Chunky. Nobody cares.
Oh, look at that. Man, see,
Kevin, you know what I like to say to my kids?
When you were in school, I bet.
If you're going to say something to someone about themselves, then if they can't fix it in 30 seconds, you should keep it to yourself. right?
Ooh,
so you're flying down. You got some lint on your shirt.
That should apply.
Hey,
to resellers.
I can't fix the chunky thing right away. I'll work on it, sir.
I've seen Saw, and you can.
That's true. Yeah, I could probably lose 30 pounds with this arm. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not saying you want to, but I mean literally you could.
So, how are sales? How are eBay sales? How is Ground Advantage treating you?
My slow Ground Advantage. Well, what do you think about the shipping increases, Dave?
What about eBay standard envelope? Let's talk eBay standard envelope. I love that.
Don't give too much away because I've got video coming out. Yeah.
What
did shipping increase? Dude, you have a YouTube channel.
Dude, do you just repost the same video every year and then you just dub over the voice for the date?
What went up?
And this year it went up and then you just went 47 cents.
What went up and when did it go up?
July 1st. Just typicals like what do they call it? The stuff the post office has a monopoly on. That stuff went up on July 1st, and then the other stuff's going up July 14th. Ground Advantage, USP, Priority Mail, all that stuff's going up like 5%.
It's already so freaking expensive. I am probably 50% UPS now when it comes to shipping.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm dropping off my packages at this place that takes everyone, and I'm scared of FedEx. And sometimes they have better pricing, but I'm kind of scared of them because I've heard horror stories. Yeah. So I'd say 50% of the time, the cheapest is UPS.
50%.
Yeah, even for like a 12 from Florida.
Yeah, I got
like a 12 by 12 by 12, like 7-pounder. A lot of times it'd be cheaper UPS.
Back in the day, Kevin, when you started, because you started doing this before we did, like how much was it? How much was shipping? Did you just have to tie it strong? $271. It wasn't just like you had to whisper into the bird's ear and then hope it made it.
No, but you used to have to stand in line.
Was $271 priority?
No, first class 271.
I swear, I think it was cheaper than $271 when I started.
Maybe it was. That's just what I remember.
I think when I started, it was like $230 something. I think.
Maybe you're more of an experienced reseller than Kevin, if you think about it. You have more skills.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Should we start off with horrible sale of the week?
Yeah,
no, I wanted to talk about shipping. That's a huge topic. Nobody cares.
Went up in price.
But I don't think anybody wants to hear about it.
But you have to dig into it. I did a whole video about it. You got to have a strategy.
Yeah, I could only imagine the drudgery of watching that.
Are you doing flat rate, Dave?
I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Are you doing flat rate?
Are you doing flat rate? I don't use flat rate. Never used it in my life. Is it cool?
Here's the key. Here's the key to shipping: is
you just trying to
charge 10 times more than what it is, and you never have to worry about it catching up.
That's true.
Dave, are you serious?
What do I care? It calculates it. If it goes up, the viewer sees the price went up.
I mean,
and you're not passing.
The buyer has to pay that. That sucks. But it's really USPS's fault.
Yeah.
Well. Now it'll just be even more inflated for your buyer,
but I have the normal price set. I've got like the cheap price, I've got the discounted rate shown on my
okay. All right, then you're good to
go.
It's
really not going to make a difference for me.
You're good to go. That's a matter of fact, I'm debating going there myself.
You're a master at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Master debater.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, it only took a while to get there. We had somebody.
You guys are slow tonight. I don't know what's happening.
Nonsense. Somebody, I got to.
I was trying to let him get it.
Yeah.
Trying to let me get
someone did what?
Because of this, you're losing us subscribers, Dave. You're costing me money every day.
I'm gaining you money every day.
I thought I lost us a subscriber. It seemed like it was my
fault
that we lost.
Here it is. It is Teresa Kinder. She said just unsubscribe from this podcast, which I don't know if she did or not because I looked at it and there was no unsubscribes in that, but maybe, whatever. I don't enjoy the constant talking over one another like you're doing right now. But have tolerated it. Chose to ignore all the stupid poop talk that Carrie's incessant comments about male anatomy has gone over the top.
Today was way worse.
Yeah.
Today was the worst.
I'm sorry. You don't listen, man. If we can't talk about priority mail and wieners, then why are we even doing a podcast? Why are we even doing a podcast at that point? Might as well just not do it.
Yeah. She does say he seems intelligent, but so...
I love that it was seems. I appreciate that.
It seems like he might be intelligent. Maybe.
I bet you have more degrees than Teresa.
I probably have more degrees.
I'm sure that counts for
something. I bet you Teresa's not going to hear this because she's not
the
watching.
Smiley
she already unsubscribed.
She already
Smiley Thrifter chimed in and said those are some of the best parts of the show.
See?
Yeah. Everyone's
a person of refined taste.
Refined.
I love it.
Smiley Thrifter has a refined palate.
Exactly.
I bet she knows.
We're the
You can say whatever you want about our show, but at least our podcast thumbnail is not going to be the Hawk Tua girl.
Yeah, that was aggressive and pointless. The worst part about that is it didn't have anything to do with anything they talked about.
They didn't even mention it. Kevin doesn't even know what we're talking about, which is a good thing.
Okay, so I saw something like, I don't know what any of that stuff means, but I heard, I vaguely know something. So tell me, what am I missing here?
No, I'm not going to do that. We've already gone too far this episode. I don't want to go further.
Okay, very good.
It's inappropriate.
It's inappropriate, and we don't do that on this podcast anymore, starting now.
Please disregard the first 17 minutes. I guess I could go cut out
now.
7 minutes.
Should we promote our listings on eBay, folks?
That's the question. It's the reselling.
That is the question.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, I did a video about that. Man, there's a lot of people.
Is he getting more boring? Is that
why do we care if you did a video? Just talk about it.
Do you promote your listings, Dave?
You're sending people your video.
You forgot this already? I do not promote my listings, Kevin.
But you don't have to, because you're a creator and you get all those viewer sales.
Yeah, I get 1 to 4 viewer sales a year.
Yeah.
Well, I did a video. You should have watched it, Dave. And I said Uncle Steve doesn't promote. And
me and Carrie were talking about how hard your videos are to watch the other day. Like, why are they
What are you talking about? Why do they get watched?
Because there's a lot of boring people. This is what I'm learning. Me and Carrie went into a deep dive on this. Like, there's a real niche for boredom in this niche. Yeah, like
I just don't understand why Kevin gets views. I just don't get it. Thanks
a
lot, guys. I appreciate it.
And that's
whoever's eating oatmeal, that's the person who watches your videos. Whoever's keeping Quaker Oats in business, that's your demo.
Yeah, I like that demo.
I like overnight oats, which is very
the Wilford Brimley.
I actually do like oats as well.
They're pretty good. Yeah, overnight oats are good.
My audience knows who Jerry Lewis is.
I don't. I'm going to need to look into him because I probably got.
I'm not a
Jerry
big
Lewis.
fan, to be honest.
The Nutty Professor, dude. The original Nutty Professor.
8 times.
Dead.
He's 8 comments where people said it's the new Jerry Lewis. So I got to see his.
That's actually.
It's the voice. That's what it is, Dave. It's the voice.
Is it the voice? He's got my voice. He's the MC Lisper as well.
So annoying.
Chunky.
So annoying. No, he's not really that chunky.
No,
he's annoying.
I'm just commenting on my own stature. I've been doing.
You're not even chunky, man. You're not. I was so disappointed when I first met you that you weren't fatter. It made me feel more fat because you're just like literally like you're 150 pounds in your face. Like just your face is just like a wrecking ball of weight.
No, it's true. I've been told I have a 300-pound face, and not as in like this face, but like you look at my face, I look about 200 to 300.
Kevin kind of looks like a middle-aged Gargamel from Smurfs. When I look at him, I'm like, he's gonna slowly change.
He looks like an elder Gargamel, like
elder Gargamel.
This is the worst weekend of sales I've had in like 2 months.
You say so much for being a member of the silent generation. You ever thought about that? You say so much.
Have you been cooking with the cottage cheese recipes I've been releasing?
Oh my gosh, y'all! Talk about me bragging. All I've had it all week long. Dave sending me one.
Dude, his life is changing. Kevin, can you just care about somebody else?
Too big for his britches. Go leave the reseller niche.
They got all wet, so I had to take them off when I came back in.
It happens.
No, okay, so I will talk about sales. I wanted to talk about my bad sale.
I'll talk about sales as well.
Is there anything else you want to talk about shipping? It's more expensive. That sucks. eBay sucks. Shipping sucks.
No.
What are you mad at?
No, I'm sponsored now by eBay.
We're all mad at
amazing. I got an eBay sponsorship.
Mad at everyone.
The greatest thing ever. I'll never say a bad word about it.
Let's start our own shipping company and call it Prime.
Prime shipping. Yeah.
Prime delivery.
Hey, that's actually part of it. The commercial rates are going up way more than everything else. I think that's going to hit Amazon a little bit, unless I misread this thing a little bit.
Amazon has such a sweetheart deal, though, with UPS. I can't imagine it really hurting them that bad. They get insane rates. I remember when I was doing
they deliver.
Fulfillment by Amazon, so if you do fulfillment by Amazon, a lot of the resellers listening, actual resellers, will know about this. You send in your inventory, you barcode it, you send it into Amazon, and they'll give you a UPS label. And I would send them like a 60-pound box, and they'd send me a UPS label, and like I'd have to pay for it, right? I have to pay the money for the label, but I get their discounted rate. And I'm telling you, like 50, 60-pound box. Now, this was years and years and years ago, was like $7 with their discounted rate. It was insane. It was like a 1/10 of retail rate.
You're right. They do get a huge discount, but they're also having you ship it most of the time, at least back then, to the nearest warehouse, right?
But it still was astronomically cheap comparatively. Like I'm telling you, they get crazy.
That's like borderline. Like you should pack yourself in one of those boxes just to travel.
Well, I did actually. That's how I saw Idaho. So
Idaho's beautiful this time of year. Coeur d'Alene,
potato country, they say.
Yeah.
Speaking of potatoes, Kevin.
Yeah. Potatoes.
Kind of have a potato looking at you today with the yellow shirt and yellow hat.
Let's see.
He's looking like a potato.
He looks like a retired, depressed minion right now.
Seriously, Art, if you're listening, Art
banana.
And Paco, I'm all for a new podcast with Paco.
He looks like a minion.
He does look like. He does really.
They have a whole Minion land at Universal Studios. I'm going to Universal tomorrow because they're doing their garage sale. Randomly.
Are you going to do another one of those videos?
Dave's Destinations.
Dave's
Are you going to put it on Destinations though?
A hot little video coming out. Yeah, I mean, I will because that's where I like to put them, and they do good there. So,
but you bought all that stuff and you were selling it on Whatnot and making some money. You think you can make money on it now?
Well, I'm not supposed to source, so I can only shop. You know. Remember, I'm in a no sourcing phase of my career.
So you're just looking for deals for you and
for yourself.
Then I can say I didn't cheat.
But you're going to still write it off. I guarantee you.
No, listen, here's the plan. I want to buy enough so that I can sell enough to make all the stuff I get free. There
you go. See, you're finagling the rules.
Yeah,
see, don't
you realize you could just do that when you're found a way to circumvent your whole rule because you're like, as long as I can make money on this, I can. That's the whole premise of flipping, dude.
I cheated another way too. Tina's up in West Virginia dropping her mom off, and she's like, "Hey, I might go to yard sales." I'm like, "Yeah, that one looks good." I sent her a yard sale. She went to it. She's like, "Hey, I'm gonna buy this." I'm like, all right. I'm like sourcing by proxy.
Dude,
should have sent her with a camera.
Just source better and just source, but just like be careful with it.
It wasn't.
Dude, you're talking to
devil's advocate.
He only bought makeup.
He
got a bunch of like. What's the girl? Kylie Jenner makeup palettes and Jeffree Star palettes, which are both Bolos. So be on the lookout for those. I think she was paying $3 a palette, and she got like 8 or 9
palettes.
They sell palette of makeup, like
palette.
You know, like all the.
I used to wear a lot of makeup in theater when I was a theater person.
Yeah,
I used to put a lot of makeup on just to make me look presentable.
Yeah, and so it was like, I think she said they mostly sell for like 30 to 50 a piece. So she did good.
Are they authentic though? That's the question.
Yeah, she said they are.
You have to lick them and make sure they have asbestos. If they have asbestos, they're good.
How do you know if makeup's authentic? I don't know.
I don't know either, dude. But like that, like Kylie Jenner and like Jeffree Star would be one I would think would. You know me though; I'm very cautious when it comes to that.
Anything that has a brand at all, Carrie won't sell. It's like,
I got that. I got that designer jeans at the Savers. They were ASAP Rocky Puma collabs for the F1 race that they did here. They're like $250. Immediately makes me nervous though. They're just sitting there because I'm scared there's something wrong with them. Even though I'm almost positive they're real. I'm gonna eventually figure it out.
You should sell them on eBay. You should put them on eBay and sell them.
Yeah, but what if? You know, I'm not an expert.
Well, let's
face
the squirrel.
What authenticated?
What if?
What's the deal?
Well,
they got the authentication.
I don't know, like 10 to 15 years in jail comes to my mind. I don't know.
That is not going to happen. That is not going to happen.
I'm not going to make it in jail. I would be what they would call a sweet treat, and I don't want to be a sweet treat.
Why is this a recurring theme this episode?
I don't know what it is.
What is happening?
How it's going. Why can't we? I miss the old days when we just talked about keystring and family.
Carrie, I sold some cleansing cream. Would you be afraid to sell cleansing cream?
No, I would probably do it.
Cosmetic.
I will sell this. I'm just joking about the gel thing.
Well, what's the brand of cleansing cream? That's
I might put it on. Typically, when I'm super in doubt, I put it on Mercari or something.
In doubt? I don't think you know the meaning of that word.
Well, I do actually. And the answer to everyone listening, the answer to everyone listening is yes. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Signature Club cleansing cream. There you go. Yeah, my sales suck this weekend. They're terrible.
You really
where are all your fans? We're gonna berate them.
We're gonna give you a platform. You clearly want to talk about your sales. You have now 3 minutes to talk about your sales. Go.
Let's go.
No, 3 minutes. Shoot, put me on there. All right, I'll talk about it. It's a lot more entertaining than Carrie talking about stupid cars. So just not very good. I sold. It was 2 days of sales, $744. 2.5 days of sales. That's terrible. Okay.
You've got 2.5 minutes left, Kev.
Did you watch me on Buck Mountain Show? I sit there and I talk for an hour and a half over there. I'm used to it. Really? I was ready to talk. But now it's like, okay, well, I'll just talk about shipping. My strategies for shipping and bore the tears at it. I had a crappy sale, $6.99 plus shipping. It was a golf club head cover. My best sale
you all wanted
was another one of the Cypress Garden skis, except this is the short one, sold for $100 plus shipping. Shout out Mike Deathpile Picker. All right. Let's talk about Dave's cooking channel.
You've got like another minute and 45 seconds,
all right,
dude.
Shipping hike stinks, man. Think about this, Dave. You're doing calculated. You're doing calculated. You're passing it on, so you're good. You're good to go. I think that's the strategy. I might change it by next year. I might change it. This is stupid, and it's a terrible podcast. And if you don't talk, I'm going to get off of here. First of all, I want to say...
You said it, though. This is what we're trying to stop. We don't want it to be stupid and boring, so we have to keep it interesting.
You got to debate, but see, the problem is you don't care. Dave doesn't care that shipping went up.
Dude, I don't care either. I'm being serious.
Leg up, buddy. Leg up.
Oh, I don't know if
that's our new thing.
You got to have a tab.
Here's the thing, bro. In all seriousness, I don't care about shipping hikes. I don't know why people care so much about it. It's simple. Everybody is just going to get charged more, like buyers. It sucks, but that's really what it's going to...
Talk to the people in Canada.
Kevin is talking about the people who do not do calculated. Right?
I don't calculate
the people who do calculated and don't pass that on are going to be really out of shape because
they need to change their shipping.
It's a percentage hike,
$3.50 to $4 or whatever the heck.
So the places 4 zones away are going to be now. It's going to be hiked at a higher percentage, and that just seems even more astronomical for people to ship. And calculated regular without passing it on is getting harder and harder because that number keeps going up, and then the sales price is here. Who wants to buy an item for this where the sales price is like right underneath it?
Let me tell you ridiculous. There's not a shipping price that's going to stop somebody from buying a plush In-A-Man. There's not a shipping price. They're going to continue to spend whatever it takes to get it.
Well, I'm almost out, so it doesn't really matter.
You're not reordering?
So,
you're not ordering more? You're not
these are out of the regular In-A-Man. The Enema Man are the ones I order. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Dave, where did Dave go? Did he flood away? Is it over? It's over.
All right,
Carrie, who should sit in this?
I'm working on my cooking podcast. I'll be there in a minute.
Who should sit on this when the cooking podcast takes off? It is taking off. I don't care. I can see the tea leaves. I can see it. The way it's happening is different. This is the one, Dave. You'll put out some bombs. Huh?
It is really fast.
I've seen this stuff happen before. This is what it looks like. What is this?
I'm trying. I've got technical difficulties.
You guys suckered me into doing. I thought Dave was going on vacation. I thought we were recording extra podcasts for Dave's vacation, and I sit down to do this podcast, and it turns out it wasn't even the podcast. It was a secret podcast.
Yeah, but here's the thing, dude. Nobody saw it.
You suckered me into the secret podcast.
I did. And listen, guys, if you want that for the low price of $10, YouTube
or Patreon's cheaper, isn't it?
Patreon's $5 because the fees are different.
I will say it was very freeing. It was interesting being on that pod. The topics were ridiculous. Like I don't need to know the coitus schedule.
You know, I
don't need to know.
Phone calls about how good that episode was. Did you guys get calls like that?
People want to hear. I almost felt like we got your schedule. I felt like you were so close to giving us the dirt on that. Dave immediately tells you his schedule before you even ask.
You didn't even ask. You didn't want to know it. I'll tell you. I don't even care.
He's by himself. The schedule's all off. It's a manual schedule for the next couple days for Dave.
Have you ever killed a cicada? It felt bad. I felt guilty.
You should.
Yeah,
why would you kill it? They have a short life anyway.
I thought it was going to attack me because it was all big, but then like I crushed its head and it made all those noises. I'm like, oh my gosh, it was a cicada I just killed. And then I felt really guilty for like an hour for killing a cicada. I don't know.
I went, so I didn't grow up with a fisherman or anything like that. So I went to a trout farm with the Scouts when I was like 13. And I'd never been fishing, and I went fishing. It took me a half an hour to get a fish at a trout farm, which is not good. And then they gave me it, like the fillet and stuff, and I couldn't eat it, and I felt terrible, like I killed it for no reason.
We're such wimps. We are so millennial. Like, we're millennial edging on Gen Z at this point. With our,
you guys are awful.
Kevin's
I can't kill animals. No, I mean, Kevin, I don't know how you do it.
I can't do it. No, I don't do it. I'm the same way. I had a hard time.
My latest comments on my YouTube video, my Flipper video. Carrie, you were watching that video, and you saw me like going around. I went to my storage unit, things like that. It was, and apparently I went a little too far talking about how it was hot out because people were getting very upset. Like some comments are, "I've never in my life seen anybody so afraid of sweating." Right, and this one else says, "Complain, complain, complain. Go work a real job in the heat, and you can't take breaks. You pampered little man."
Oh, yeah.
I'm chunky, not little. Pampered chunky man would have made more sense there.
Here's the thing, Dave. You've made decisions where you don't have to do that.
I've worked in the hot sun. I don't like it.
I did landscaping for 2 weeks, and we mutually decided for me not to work there via firing, I believe.
Yeah.
I used to work at a golf course. It was hot.
Well, and then someone commented on I recently released the Universal Studios video, and they're like, "How can you go to a theme park if it's too hot to go sourcing?" And I'm like, I can go sourcing. I just don't want to. I'd much rather go to a theme park.
Yeah, when you're either indoor or you're on a ride that creates wind, and that's cooling.
Yeah, no, it's hot, but like I'm willing to source. I sourced all last summer. It's not something I can't do, but if I don't need to do it, if I have too much inventory, why would I go buy more inventory?
Yeah.
These are the same people. I promise you, if I went and looked at their comment history, they'd be the same people that for the last 2 years said, "Stop sourcing and sell your stuff." And now they're yelling at me for not sourcing. You can't win.
Dave, you prefer, if you're going to be burning up, you prefer to be at like Universal Studios where there's like
because then I can wear my tankini and my thong. And I just look good in Lululemon shorts.
Exactly. That's where it's the best place
Lululemon
to wear the
sweatpants is what I
look The juicy sweatpants?
Yeah, juicy. Can I tell you yet about my horrible sale? And I want to know what you would have done with this.
I sold a golf pending. We did come up with this.
This is our thing. We made this up. It did not come from anybody named Ben or Shane or other guys. But anyways, so here's what happened. I had some like legacy golf clubs still listed with free shipping.
Legacy?
I did it a long time ago. It's ancient.
It's a terminology that's used.
Yeah, it's just what we do. I'm endowed in that way. Is that what you said, Carrie? Endowed?
Yeah, very well.
That's what you said. Yeah, we're endowed to do such a thing. We're just going to use endowed for every word now. It's just going to be. It means whatever we want it to mean in any given sentence.
I'm listing items right now.
No, I'm seriously, this should be.
Nobody audio heard that. Nobody on audio even knows what I'm talking about.
Okay, so anyways, I endowed these listings with free shipping. And so this was like a legacy one.
That's how we should say it from now on. I like it. We endowed the listing. I like it. Old timey talk.
Was down to 19.99 free shipping, and it sold, and I was like, that kind of sucks. But I've been selling a lot of like 20 free shipping clubs. I get like $10 to $12 when all said and done, and it's just sitting here, and most of them I paid less than $1 for, so whatever. Get them out of here. And I went to go ship it, and it was to Puerto Rico. So what I've learned about UPS ground, it is not very cheap to Puerto Rico.
No.
It doesn't work with eBay standard envelope either.
Yeah, I don't even think it's possible. It was $44. So I had the dimensions wrong. So I almost, sometimes when you bulk ship, I don't know if anyone else does this, sometimes I'll hit the generate without double checking the pricing of everything, and I'll like miss a dimension. It'll be a super expensive label, and I have to like go cancel it. Except with UPS, as long as you don't send it, I think they don't charge you, right?
They don't charge. FedEx doesn't, I know that for sure.
No, so UPS doesn't either. At least they used to not. I don't know about
originally, it was $128 to ship. And so then I did fix the dimensions, and it went down to like 35 or 40 to ship UPS ground, one golf club.
What do you mean originally? It was never $128.
Well, when I had the dimensions wrong. So I had like a little minor heart attack until I figured out the dimensions were wrong. But so I went and I changed it, and it dropped down to like 35 or 40, and the guy paid 20 free shipping. And so I actually discovered that USPS Ground Advantage, they must not have that little fee or whatever. Remember Priority had that fee for anything over 25 inches? Oh, was that? I thought it was like a $15 fee if it was over a certain amount of inches.
No, it was $4 and then something else. I don't remember.
You remember we all stopped using those triangle free boxes because
we all didn't stop.
I thought if it was over 5 inches, you got a discount. Am I confusing things?
No, if it's endowed at that level, you do not get the discount.
Guys, I said inches. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so anyways, with USPS, it was only the low price of $17.10 to ship it. So
you only after fees.
I only lost
your gas and time.
I only lost 44 cents.
I just shipped it for
box. That. Well,
the
other option is to cancel. Would you have canceled or shipped it?
I don't talk about this much, but it depends. So if you have no cancellations, you can't cancel and go under top rated. You just got to figure out a way. I don't care, and I personally think that's ridiculous. How easy it is to go under there. So if I haven't done anything like that in a month, 3 months, whatever, I'd probably cancel it. But if it was like do or die on that, I would have sent a message.
I'm do or die right now. And this is the thing, like, you can't send a message in that scenario. What do you say? Hey,
yes, thank
you for your purchase. Unfortunately, you live in Puerto Rico, so I don't want to ship this to you.
You can. Look, here's what you do. You just say, look, this thing's going to cost me, you just say, hey, if it's do or die time, right, you got to do something. You either got to eat the cost because you can't go under top rated. Well, you can.
I would just eat the cost, yeah.
Well, listen, you could send a message and you could say,
you would still be above standard, dude.
So down here at the bottom, see how it says 0.49 and it's got an alert that says you could lose your top rated status if you don't meet this requirement.
You'd lose your top rated, but you wouldn't go
below. I would
below.
lose top rated with one cancellation.
Look, wait a minute. Oh, you're supposed to stay there. If you go and you look, because it'll get updated, so you don't immediately lose it. So look at that cancellation. You can look at your records. It says something like, look at the data or something. I can't remember. Like a little farther down on the left. See report or something. Okay. See when your last one was. And if it's going to fall off when they add the new month on, then you'd be okay.
May 9th and then April. Oh, the oldest one is April 2nd.
There you go.
April, so when does that fall off?
Oh, yeah. So it's July? a 90-day runner. So I don't know.
July
you have to do the math.
July 2nd, yeah.
No, it might be the end of July, though, and it will fall off in August.
But this wasn't a cancellation. Oh, this was cases closed without seller resolution. That's where the person said they didn't get it. But I don't understand that. It said I didn't need to do anything. And then, it said to put in the tracking number, and I put in the tracking number, and it still got closed without resolution.
I've had that happen where, like, I'm in the middle of discussing, like, returning an item or waiting for an item to arrive, and then they call in eBay, and they
maybe that's what happened.
Closed without resolution, which is a pain in the butt.
Because I
not really fair either.
Like, normally when I see, like, the other one is a golf club, which literally I have sitting right here. I said, go ahead and return it. He sent it back. And I refunded him. So why?
Then you need to get it. You need to get that taken. You need to get it taken off your. Yeah, you need to get it taken
off. Call
off.
eBay.
Did they send it back? Did he send it back through the return process, or did they ship it to you?
No, he used the return process.
Yeah, then eBay should fix that. You can get that fixed. You need to do that. Sometimes they make those mistakes. But my point was, if you send a message, say, "Hey, this is going to Puerto Rico." First of all, you shouldn't ship to Puerto Rico if you're doing flat rate shipping. If you're doing that, but whatever.
I know. I don't even know. I guess there's a way I could probably turn that off, huh?
You could do. You could just send a message, say, "Hey, look, this is gonna. If it was gonna cost you $48 or whatever, you say it's gonna cost me this much to ship. I would. Do you mind if I cancel this, or would you say, would you want me to cancel it, or do you want to pay that shipping?" And then you might get him to say, "Oh, just cancel it." If he says just cancel it, then I'd cancel it. If he says, no, you said this and you need to do it or whatever, then ship the thing, right?
Don't you feel like he knew? He knew exactly like that he was getting a crazy deal.
If you live in Puerto Rico and you're buying off of eBay, it's the same thing as Alaska. You're looking for the ones with free shipping. You're looking for them.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Because you know that they might screw it up. So I don't know. Anyways, so I paid the money because I was like, I'm so close to losing top rated. Like, what am I really out? A couple bucks at the most. It wasn't like life ending.
A no-brainer.
If it was $40, like you said, I probably would have done a little bit more. But
yeah, and there's those people who go, who lose an item and they can't find it, and they'll go out and they'll buy it on eBay and have them ship it to them.
I've done that.
Have you really? A lot of people do that. I don't.
I've done that like twice in my career, my eBay career, because I was like really close to losing top rated or losing some status. I would do that. Technically, you're not supposed to, though. By the way.
Yeah.
Sorry, eBay. I didn't do it. I was just kidding. Allegedly.
I'll put you in touch with my contacts, Dave.
Okay, good. You got people, Kevin. How much are they paying you? What's the payroll look like, Kevin?
Dude, this was on the secret episode. It's on the secret.
Oh yeah, guys, go to the secret episode
to figure out how much
sold out for.
How much? So you got to always take with a grain of salt what Kevin says because he's bought and paid for typically in most subject
generally.
matters.
Me and Carrie are sitting here shooting down offers.
Yeah,
no Raycon. No Raycon. I don't want to review your headphones.
No Apple. I don't want a MacBook Pro with the Oculus attachment. I have standards.
I don't think there's an Oculus attachment. It's called the Vision Pro.
There is.
Endowment.
Well, I wanted the Oculus.
I want endowment to become a thing. I want to become a recurring joke here. Can we make that happen?
I want that's good merch. Yeah.
Next time you motivate someone, you got to slip that word in. Endowment.
It's endowed. Yeah.
Brian. Well, not Brian. He's gone. Bye, Brian.
I think that's how Paul's merch cult can grow. It can be like an endowment cult where they worship certain things. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
I saw you were trying to sell things on Instagram. Is that right? Is that what I saw?
It's been working. Yeah. I haven't. I've done it. I did it a lot a couple of years ago. I kind of just for the hassle's sake hadn't done it lately. But I was.
It takes the hassle out of that, Carrie.
They have like the Paloma thing.
Dibdit.com.
The hassle out of that.
Dibdit.com. The number one place that I'm doing all my auctions right now.
Well, here's
I'm doing them too.
I
got a t-shirt
posting them. I'm just posting them on eBay and then throwing them up on Insta, and just if one sells before the other. I guess I could put it on Dibdit and whichever.
The best thing about the Dibdit auctions is there's like no shipping after. It's amazing because nothing sells, so I don't have to ship a single thing. It's amazing.
Talking about, Dave, you sold a bunch.
We own Dibdit.
I sold
8 items in an hour, but you know what?
8?
It's not that bad. Yeah,
I sold 63 in an hour and 7 minutes.
Yeah, but you were bragging about how you had like 7 employees helping.
Yeah, you had a crew, dude. You were like a freaking NASCAR pit stop, dude.
I pre-list
Dave's
the stuff.
Fumbling,
Dave doesn't
breaking
pre-list
stuff.
the stuff.
Yeah,
he doesn't pre-list it. Why don't you
over
pre-list
my
it,
lunch,
dude?
Because I don't know. For some reason with Dibdit, I don't feel the need to pre-list. I feel much more chillax because I know no one's going to be watching.
It could be chillax.
Just like, it's going to be like 20 people or 10 people and whatnot's like hundreds.
It's two of your closest friends who don't want to buy your stuff. It's a beautiful place.
Actually, I did multi-stream. You know what? This would be good for Dibdit, Kevin. If I buy a bunch of stuff from Universal, do a all Universal Studios auction and cast it on the Picker channel because it's like a really nice merch.
Or you could also cast it on the Dave's Destination channel since those people like theme parks.
Do it on both.
You could multicast it on the cooking channel too.
I'm giving stuff away on my auction.
That'd be a really good crossover.
Yeah, that'd be good.
They're like, what is happening?
I'll give you access to one of my channels, and you could cross streams over there.
I try to not mention my other stuff on cooking at all, guys. Actually, in the comments, if you could do your best to not mention my picking in my cooking comments,
your comments are weird. It's like an alternate world where they respect and like you. It's kind of honestly, it made me happy. It made me happy to read your comments.
I did a cooking with Dave shout out in my video. I'm going to get all those resellers over there.
Dude, don't send me resellers.
That's what I did.
I don't.
I love it.
But they're confusing the algorithm. I want them to think Kevin's like literally like the jealousy.
No, Kevin.
He's like, I'm going to
sabotage
crap.
Don't you have enough, Kevin? Don't you have enough? Can't you let Dave have something?
Just let me have a moment. Just let me have 1 month of Kevin revenue. That would change my life.
Just 1 month.
Just 1 month.
I want just 1 month of Dave revenue.
We call it EvRep. You want endowment? I can endow you. You're endowed with my revenue, Carrie. Boom. You're welcome.
There we go. Thank you. That went a lot easier than I expected it.
Dude, there's
happy 4th of July, y'all, 2 days.
Thank you. Yeah, happy 4th of July. There's a lot of wealthy people who watch this show, and I want to just give them a little bit shout out while Carrie puts on his underpants. He's got some sort of underpants going on. So, Gem Flipper, thank you very much for your amazing wealth that you're sharing with us. Who Ate My Chips? We appreciate you. Buffing the Stuff, thank you very much. Craig McLaughlin, Biggs Collectibles, Alexandria Pickers, Jake Ryder, CJ Benz Finds, The Flipper Skipper, Lady Arbitrage, No Nose Pickers, Brian Sempor, Beal, Harry Tornado, Superhero Headquarters, Mike Camparelli, Vintage Sports Flips, PaulsMerch.com, ABC Matt, Racehack Resale, Logan Murky. Woo, feels like there's more than normal. Is there more than normal?
I've been working on a sponsor for this show, but I think I'm going to hold off until we get a replacement for Dave.
Dude, it better be Tux medicated wipes.
Anywhere, unless, listen, the only way I leave the show is if I get 50 million views this month. Then I'll leave the show.
Would you really leave the show? You got nothing else to do at night?
If I got 50 million views, no, we'd still do the show. Yeah. We'd still do the show.
Not on the schedule. This is an off day. You're fine.
Yeah. How much money would 50 million views be? I'm in like a Facebook group for cooking creators, and there was a guy like humble bragging, just straight up bragging, with his screenshot of his month, and it was $12,000 in revenue from his cooking channel this month. But that's because he had like 1.2 million, like Kevin numbers, 1.2 million views. Come on, dude. Endowment. He was endowed with Kevin numbers.
Listen. He's like the Kevin of cooking. Then he's kind of like
he's not that fancy. He's trying to be. Yeah. Carrie, I just made a sale, $80. R2.
Does he kill whatever he's eating before on the video?
I don't know.
Kill it and then cook it.
No, why are you so fascinated by that?
He didn't give his channel name. Yeah, he didn't give his channel name. He just showed his screenshot, like Kevin does to us. Here's my screenshot, boys. Suck it.
Yeah, he doesn't give any context, and then if we don't comment immediately, he says, "Did you see it?"
And we're like, "That does not look like YouTube." What do you have? A little mail? You got a little letter?
Yeah. Well, I'm shipping out Commonwealth Picker Q3 Enderman stickers, and I just realized I got to go buy all these stamps. It might be too late. I can't go get the forever stamps in time. Talk on it.
You just use this podcast to shill your stuff. That's what I just realized.
In time for what? In time for them upping the price on stamps. Oh, you didn't even listen. I told you.
You said it's the stuff they have like a monopoly on. I don't know they had.
They're forever stamps. They don't go up. They're forever.
I figured anyone can make stamps. Me and Carrie sell stamps.
They have a monopoly on first class mail, Dave, and magazines and all. They got a monopoly on all that stuff.
Magazines? What are magazines? A mail type?
What do they call it? What do they call that?
Media mail? I ship magazines Ground Advantage. How are you shipping
magazines? They're not media mail.
I don't buy magazines to sell because they're not worth anything for the most part.
There's competition. What do they call it? There's competition mail where UPS and FedEx can do it, and then there's mail that is it's a monopoly for the post office.
Sure ship.
Oh, just forget it. Just read the Constitution. It's in there.
Well, I have one in my pocket. Which is oddly
pull it out, Gary. Endow us with your Constitution.
Endow us with your pocket. Oh, good night.
Endowment and
shipping doesn't matter, y'all. Forget it. Just don't ignore my video coming out in a couple days.
Yeah, please do. Watch my cooking video.
Well said. Yeah, if you guys want to learn about sports cards, I got a number 1 out of 10 right now on my sports card channel.
This is what I got to deal with. Talk about me bragging. It's all deflection because that's all I get.
I literally just mentioned one channel. You've done 15 different plugs so far. Every time you look, it's like, I got a video coming up on this. Oh, I shipped these stickers. Nobody cares about your stupid stickers. Respectfully.
Hey, let me look at those.
Everybody's
selling quick.
The thing is that we constantly bring up our other channels and other niches because it's the only thing Kevin can't and won't do is like branch out to do something different.
But I would also.
First of all, I don't have any skills.
He won't. But also, I'm going to go out on a ledge and say he can't. He also can't.
Kevin,
like it wouldn't work.
I have no skills in cooking. That's the whole premise of the channel.
All right. First of all, you have a desire and a love for it.
I do.
So
I do love cooking.
That's something that I don't have. I could do 2 other things. I'm not ever going to. I can't imagine. I could do baseball stuff.
And history.
No, in history.
So
I could
go all in on the OnlyFans. Would be.
But I'm not doing that.
Hey, speaking of comparison and measurement, let's compare last week's sales, Kevin, like we've been doing the last couple weeks.
People enjoy that segment. Me beat, dude. There's no way. I had a bad week. I didn't list as much. I did, you know how I say I list 3 to 5 in the morning and then at night, and I try to get that up to like a 10 to 15. Didn't happen. I did my 3 to 5 and never did any more. I had a busy week. So let's see. I'll look at mine here. What about yours?
3,557.
You got me beat, dude. I guarantee it.
USD?
No way.
US dollar.
Oh my gosh.
US pesos.
You got me beat by 1,000.
Wow, that is embarrassing.
I didn't even cheat at all. I cheated a little. I didn't cheat at all. I cheated a little, but I didn't cheat. I cheated.
It's my work.
I sold my old iPhone for $950.
Yeah, so I might be close then. I might be close if you were 1,000 behind Dave. I'm at 1599.
Well, 1,000 behind 3,500.
Because I don't promote.
Not 16.
No, 1,000. Oh, yeah.
It's 25.
I forgot to carry the 1. My apologies.
35.
Well, but I also do.
Carrie's trying to disprove that person who said he seemed intelligent last week. He's doing his best to.
Yeah, I was doing long division in my head, and I got confused.
Where's Tech when you need it?
It's the decibel. It was the decibel.
The decibel point. Yeah,
the decibel points.
It's decibel. Yeah, like audio.
The decibels. Yeah.
Yo, I bought glass, Dave. I bought tons of glass this weekend.
Really?
Tons of it. Yeah.
Cool. Nerd. Are you going to be home July? Let me see. July 23rd. July 23rd. Are you going to be at your house? Or are you going to be already at the highway sale? When are you leaving for that?
Are you by chance going to be around here?
I'm going to be in Lynchburg. Yeah.
No, I'm not going to be here. No.
Okay. Is that related to the question you asked, or
drive? Just make a small detour into Cleveland and hang out with Jimmy and Tim and me.
Yeah.
That is not a small detour.
I'll probably be here. Matter of fact, Dave, it's unfortunate. The week after, I think me and Mike are going to go to a highway sale and then come back here, and I'll ship my Monday stuff, and then we're going to go to the 127.
Listen, July 23rd. If you want, we can do dinner or something. Let me know.
Film a podcast and come on over in the shed.
Whatever you want. I mean, I'm going to be at Brandon's house.
I'll show you a manscaping video or two.
Still watching those? I mean, it's not that hard, Kevin. I can show you how it's done.
It's just, there's not much real estate to have to figure out.
Yeah. Wait, no, there's extra real estate. Why are we still on this?
Seriously.
I'm sorry.
Why am I eBay? You got me all upset. They just beat me in eBay here.
Dude, but I cheated, Kevin.
I'm going to go list. You still had me beat. You had me beat by $1,000.
Yeah, well.
And the problem is the sales aren't. I don't have much high price merchandise right now. I had $100 sale, and that was like.
Just think about what me and Don did, selling mostly $2 cards. Think about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I
do have some $100 bowls that Don finds.
A Snap-on tool for $150, and then a Department 56 for $90. So I did sell some higher price stuff.
I just don't. I got lots of like $18 to $25 sales, tons of them, but just nothing big. I did. Well, you know what? I had a little Macari, and I sold a Dibdit item live, or not live, but static. That was cool.
An $18 sale would be the sale of the week for some people.
No, well, depending on which podcast you're listening to.
Exactly.
So. Listen, guys, that's mean. My ASP was only $40. That wasn't
mean. It's just honest.
It is true. It is interesting. Like, and I think that I don't know. Everyone who's a reseller is either going to love or hate our show because, and maybe I'll title this week's episode "The Reselling Podcast Resellers Hate." There's the episode title right there. I like that because, like every other podcast, I watch them and they like go out of their way to be educational. Like, even if they have no clue what they're doing or they're pretty new, like they're
you got to fake it till you make it, right?
That's what's happening.
No, but that's
like
the whole thing. That's why that doesn't work. You got to be authentic to yourself. Like, I don't take this that serious. I can't pretend I'm going to take it serious for this silly podcast we're on.
They would tell new teachers that stuff. Like, don't ever admit you're wrong. Like, what are you talking about, man? Kids they're not stupid. It's stupid though. It's dumb. If I screwed something up and a kid called, I would give the kid props.
That's what people get wrong about podcasts. Is we're not teachers. We're entertainers. People are watching podcasts.
There's some podcasts that are teachers, but it's not ours.
Well, no, yeah. Well, at least that's not what I can do.
Yeah, most of the ones
you gotta educate in an entertaining way though too.
Most of the ones I watch are not educational. Like it's 2 guys, 3 guys, or 2 guys, 1 cup, 3 girls, 1 cup, whatever it is. They're all just sitting there.
Only 1 cup though.
Talking. There's always only 1 cup. They're always just sitting there talking about a topic I'm interested in, and they're not trying to teach me anything. They're just saying, "Oh, this is a thing, and I like it, and this is why I like it. And these are the cool things. These are the lame things. This is how they could have done this differently." Like, you know, if it's like a book review, because I do listen to some book review podcasts, like a weirdo. But it's not like very few are just like educational. It's a different, but then again, there's like those books. There's nonfiction versus fiction. I have friends who only buy fiction. I only buy nonfiction. So it's just different taste for different people, I think. Kevin really should be on the educational podcast. He's on the wrong show.
Really That's would fit in.
Great. That's what makes it great. Is he's on the wrong show.
No,
he should be on Pure Hustle.
Well, another whole thing though with the educational podcast, and I honestly listen to a lot of them because, believe it or not, I'm interested in learning about eBay at all times. But
Gary likes to learn things and then not apply them. That's kind of his life.
Yes, it's my favorite thing.
As opposed to Dave, who applies
they're just all
everything.
saying everybody's pretty much saying the same thing. Everybody's pretty much saying the same thing. Just find stuff that's good and sell it. We know that.
Yeah, that's true. There's not that much like new information.
It's not rocket science. Are you not selling enough? Find better stuff and list more stuff. There's your. You don't have to watch another podcast on reselling education.
It's all new to me because I never watched.
I want him to do well.
I never have watched a single educational reselling podcast, so probably just watching one episode would probably be beneficial for me, but I don't know. Yeah, well, we're supposed to have Cincinnati Picker on a secret episode coming up, right? When's that happening?
Yeah, schedule it? No, I ran it by you. You said, okay, you're the guy who schedules things. There you go. Okay.
I'll do everything. I'll handle it.
Evan, this Wednesday we need to record a normal podcast. All right, so make sure you clear your schedule for Wednesday.
This what?
This Wednesday.
Do I have a live one? No, I don't. That's the day before.
It is the day before 4th of July. Are you going to be already drunk? Like, when do you usually get drunk for 4th of July?
You're going to pregame? You pregame?
We're doing July a family 3rd? Event. Going to go see all the uncles down North Carolina.
So are you going to be traveling?
No, I'll be. Well, if I said I'm going to be traveling, could you get John on the regular podcast and just, I'll be here. I'll be here.
I could do it. I can. Anything's possible.
We've discussed this. We want all our guests to be on the podcast nobody watches because it's
the secret podcast. Yeah, because we like the fact that it does nothing for them. Like, it's really just helping us. There's something really beautiful about that.
You want to be on the
podcast, John has something he wants to say. Us. That's what I
know. He has like a big secret. That's why it's better if it's on the secret episode because then he can feel
have to pay to hear the secret.
Yeah. Someone came into the shed? Who is it?
Was that one of the dogs?
Wallen just opened the door?
His Turner.
Wallen has opposable thumbs?
Hold on a minute. Just a second.
There's some trouble out by the well, Pop.
Lassie's run away from home, Dad.
Oh, you don't say, son. Oh, go set up the tire swing. I'll push you in a little bit. Oh, hey, Kevin.
Turner just told me he doesn't play this Nintendo Switch game anymore, or this one, so I can sell them.
That's urgent.
Dibdit.com. They'll be there when you hear this podcast. Dibdit.com. What'd you say?
That seems urgent enough to interrupt the podcast.
He didn't know. I told him, dude, that's the rule. I was like, it does not matter. You can come in here anytime you want to come in here.
You're like a CEO of a company with an open door policy, but you're really secretly evil.
To my family.
Yeah, exactly like
you
the CEO.
Can't come in here. It's got to be after 6 p.m. and you got to have, had a nap or something for Dave to come in here. I can't take Dave. Just like, dude,
there's a hurricane coming.
Yeah, Hurricane Dave.
At 4th,
July 23rd or whatever.
July 23rd, yeah, we got to make a plan. Why don't you promise some super bougie steak dinner, and I'm still waiting for you to pay up there.
Do I have to take Brandon too?
I think you got to pay both our families, the whole shebang.
Oh my God,
$600-800 at least. I think is like bare minimum.
I got a restaurant we can get the bill up that high in a hurry, but I don't think I want to.
All right, fine. Pick a cheap restaurant for you to treat. It's all good.
That restaurant I was supposed to take you to. I took Dave. I took Carrie and Don. Actually, that wasn't that nice.
Oh, was it the pizza place? That place was
no. Yeah, we took you to Bootleggers.
Yeah.
I didn't go there. Oh, you took Carrie and Don. How was it, Carrie?
It was good. It was good.
Hey, Kevin, Bumblebee Tuna.
Okay.
I hope everyone who knew what I was doing there set it into their little headpiece when the line from Ace Ventura. It had to do with your knee showing. It had to do with your knee showing and the short shorts and what could be
shorts.
Oh, really? Short. Really? Did you have to wear the Daisy Dukes on this show?
I used to.
He looks good in Daisy Dukes though for a minion.
Yeah, exactly.
This is Ricky.
He's the hottest minion allowed.
Somebody do that art, Cherie. I know you're listening.
Yeah,
make Kevin a sexy Daisy Duke minion.
You know there is a minion named Kevin, right? They say Kevin, the Wi-Fi's out.
Yeah.
Kevin, the Wi-Fi's out.
There you go.
I'm so excited about this Universal Garage Sale tomorrow. I really I really have fun.
I can't believe you're breaking your rules, dude. We need to have an intervention.
I'm buying it for personal use. It's not.
No. Okay, that brings me back to that topic. So, shouldn't we technically be able to write off just about anything we buy because we eventually will resell it? Right? Like if I go out and buy personal clothing, I'm probably going to sell it eventually anyway, so I should be able to write it off.
I don't think you're going to have any problems with the IRS. I think you should pursue this immediately.
Yeah. Let me try
it. I don't really care if you get in trouble, to be fair.
Well, if they audit me, I'll just list it.
Yeah, right? That's true. Yeah, that's true.
What is a reseller?
Can you tell me about your lamp that says bar in your cabin? Tell me about that. Like, it seems like it has a special place in your heart. People ask you if you've listed it, and you always say you haven't listed it yet. Like, what's the deal?
I don't know. I just liked it. It was for decoration. It's in the banner of my Commonwealth Flipper channel. So I have it in there. So I bought it at a yard sale and just never listed it.
Valuable?
Yeah, they're okay. I think I have it overpriced because I don't really want it to sell. But yeah, they sell for like.
You have it overpriced. I thought you said it wasn't listed.
It is listed now. I announced it on a video I was going to list it, but I said I was going to overprice it so that if you really wanted it, you got to pay for it. It's not in your
Flipper thumbnail or your Flipper artwork. I don't see it there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Maybe it's the type of device you're on. It will show differently sometimes. That's probably what it is.
That might be what it is. Commonwealth Flipper.
Because it doesn't show when I look at it. Okay, so what did you price it at? $100?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, it is. So, are you looking on the computer?
Yeah.
Look just to the left of the Fleet Animan, and then you can see the base of it.
Just that? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the John Deere.
Okay, hold on. Is that like a sneaky, weird, creepy picture of Chris Pratt? Like, are you a Chris Pratt fanboy right there? Is that what's happening?
What is that? I don't know what that is behind there.
Dude,
you think it's Chris Pratt?
Right there. That's Chris Pratt right there.
Yeah.
Like 100%. That's Chris Pratt.
That's weird.
That is weird.
Why would you hide that? Yeah.
It's like a little Easter egg on his artwork is a Chris Pratt picture.
Well, listen, so that's in the eBay cave, right? I'm wondering what that is behind it because I would put stuff behind it. I used to run this whole operation out of that one little room in there.
When you talk about how mad Kevin was on that one thumbnail, that was a good thumbnail right there. Where it looks like he's just go back and then look. The one stop selling stuff. It looks like he's about to like.
Oh yeah, he looks like he's got a poop halfway out. You know what's cool though? For that, so for this thumbnail, I'll show you guys. Anyone who's like watching, if you're listening, this is kind of useless. But Kevin actually borrowed Dustin's saturation tool for this thumbnail. Dustin lent it.
I know. Look at it.
Face. Kevin's like, I don't even care if I don't look human and I look like an alien. I'm just cranking it up.
That's a good point. He doesn't look like a human. He looks like what an alien would think a human would look like.
I gotta find that video. Where is it?
I gotta find it.
Because I wanted that effect. I wanted to look angry now. And so what's the title of that one?
Stop selling stuff. Stop selling our stuff. Something like that.
Yeah, so I wanted to look.
Like the Dustin like drama too. Don't sell our stuff.
Exactly. You went full saturation too. How far did you put the saturation on that?
Did you let Dustin make that thumbnail and title? Is that what happened there? Dustin made the thumbnail and title for that one.
Maybe. J-Ride called me up. J-Ride sent me a message. He's like, hey, he's like, this is the dumbest thumbnail and title I've ever seen. It can't possibly get any views. I'm like, thank you. Well? It's the dumb resellers one that came out. It's my most recent video. He's like, what is this?
Listen, Wolfman Goodies has a question over on Patreon, and we always like to answer the Patreon's questions because they're giving us money for it. And we can be bought and sold.
And we love them, and we care about them
as
long as they're continuing.
Wolfman Goodies says, how many years have you been producing YouTube videos? TIA. What does TIA mean?
TIA.
Thanks in advance.
Thanks in advance. Oh, he just assumed we were going to answer it.
I have been producing YouTube videos since 2010. So, I don't know, 14 years?
May 2019. So just over 5 years.
Kevin was really ahead of the curve. Carrie?
Yeah, my first YouTube channel I deleted, so that was like 2011, 2012. It was Mr. the Dude is Here, and I did like that was the name. It was named Mr. the Dude is Here, and I did like one time I went to an auction and I showed everything I got at the auction. It was like new umbrellas. It was not a good.
It was a reselling channel in 2011. You could have been like
12. No, it was like 11 or 12. No, dude, I've been watching reseller stuff since then. I think it was 12, and it was Mr.
If you had just been
I had 1,000 view video if I remember right, but I didn't care.
If you had just been consistent, Carrie, you could be like the Craigslist hunter.
Dude, I did some SoundCloud stuff like music, and I didn't realize people could listen to your music. I had one song that got like 10,000 listens. So like I could have been a lot of things, dude, but I didn't. I decided to be a loser for another 8 years.
I like how you're talking like all opportunity has passed now that you're 40. It's like,
no, I missed everything. I'm a wildly successful YouTuber now, but I started in 2019 with my new stuff.
You're still young enough to be a musical artist. You're still young enough to do anything.
Dude, I've got my guitar in the closet there.
Dude, play it. You play that and the flute.
I'm going reselling across America again, whatever we call that mumbo jumbo, picking across America.
Yeah.
I'm going to use one of my songs. I'm going to use one of my songs.
No. That's not allowed. You need to use your little James Blunt.
No, I'm using my song.
What's his name? Your friend?
James Violet. But I haven't talked to him in years, and I've talked to myself every day, so I should do it.
Can you guys tell me? I keep seeing these ads.
I need a sponsor. You're right.
Flea Market Flipper is spending a lot on ads.
Oh, yes.
With Rod picking and punching. Rod has not mentioned this to me. I talk to him all the time. He's literally never brought this up that I've listened.
Is he
let me qualify that with I've never listened to him bring this up, but he might have told me multiple times. Who knows?
You don't listen to cat shows, so probably mentioned it on there. I don't know. Maybe that cat's going.
So what is it? Is it like
been on their thing? I know it's virtual. I've done it. I was on 2 years ago. I was a speaker or whatever, but I just
it's like an annual
interview.
Thing?
Yeah, it's an annual thing.
Do they charge for the tickets or it's free?
Yeah, it's virtual. I think they charge. Yeah, or they're not going to advertise it with money and then give it away for free.
They're advertising.
Dude, they're paying a lot for like everywhere I go. I see ads for this thing. It's crazy.
Yeah,
and I'm not
that's the question. Are you going?
Not even moderately interested. It seems so boring to me. But
Rod's going to be there though.
That's still boring. And I don't watch Rod's show on Tuesday nights with Kat either because that crap's boring. It's fine. It's
Rachel Strickland I saw on there.
I love all these people. I love all these people, but I don't want them teaching me. I'm not in the
Listen, learning. At FlipCon, y'all, for these people going to FlipCon, watching Dave and Carrie during this thing was ridiculous. I was embarrassed to be on a podcast with you two because the way you guys behave while people are on stage.
Kevin, we were not endowed with a good attention.
What'd you do? Carrie,
what did I do?
Carrie literally sent me feet pics during the friggin' thing.
You asked for them.
You can't ask for them and then get mad at him for delivering. I mean, you walk in the room and Kevin's like,
first off, we're smuggling alcohol into the event for you, Kevin. And this is how you repay us?
Kevin's like, Carrie, your feet look amazing in those flip-flops. Can you squish these grapes and send me a picture?
The only thing that got their attention.
I just tried to be a good friend, man.
This whole FlipCon, the only thing that got their attention was the eBay representative and the lady who just slammed him. Both of them were paying attention then.
Yeah, that was dope. That was so cool.
2 years ago.
That was the best part of FlipCon.
2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, they don't have a FlipCon this year.
year.
Yeah, Harry Tornado. No. He only just. I think he's like cleaning houses now or something.
Yeah, Harold Tornado. Listen, the Smiley Thrifter, who Kevin has already mentioned once, she was in there defending us. Thank you, Smiley Thrifter Marion. We appreciate it.
Our new favorite. We would love you more if you joined Patreon or the membership, but we love you
She's in the Patreon. No, she's in the Patreon.
Oh, well then, oh my gosh. Undying love. Undying love, leave and then it dies.
We're endowed with Carrie's undying love. How long do all of you know? How long have all of you known each other? How'd you meet? So she might be moderately new.
We've done this. Well,
Kevin, new people join in.
All right, yeah, you're right.
How long have we known? I've known Kevin since he was a wee lad.
There's only one person that's here for every episode, and his name is Thomas Bernard. Other than him, though, there's people who come and go.
Shout
you never know.
Bernard.
Who may be a Patreon.
Dude, Dave, we started the podcast like 2-3 weeks after talking for the first time.
Yeah, it didn't take long. Me and Carrie, I saw him on Danny the Pequod Resellers channel because he was trying to grow, and that's how we decided to do it. Love you, Danny.
Bad decision.
Love you, Danny.
Danny's great.
No, Danny is great, and actually he's lost a ton of weight, and he's doing videos.
Yeah, Danny's awesome.
So he was on Danny's show, and I saw him, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to reach out to this guy. So I reached out to him, and he was like...
Wait a minute, that's the first you ever heard of him?
Yes. Literally the first time I ever saw him was Danny.
I thought Kevin told you about
No,
me.
I wasn't talking to Kevin.
No, I talked to Carrie long before I talked to Dave.
Yeah. He never talked to me. I just saw Carrie on his show, and I wanted to reach out to learn more about TikTok, and then I joined TikTok just like Kevin did when he met Carrie. Yeah. And I said I took Carrie's advice, and I got like 200-something thousand followers, while Kevin got like 10,000 followers. It was all good.
It's like you listened. You were like a listener. Kevin always felt like he knew what he was.
Kevin was trying to teach Carrie how to do TikTok, which Carrie found off-putting.
Listen, I wanted to do TikTok, and I wanted to talk to the right guy. I have 63,000 followers on TikTok, by the way. So
yeah, but you bought it. Literally.
But listen, I always make...
That's cute, though. That's nice. If you times that by like 20, you would still have less than me. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. That's actually, you would have more than me.
I think
I'm not good at math.
Math.
The word you want to leave. You're very bad at math tonight. You were not endowed with math.
Well, I just made the decision, like, okay, you got to put your time in where there's money, right?
Do you know,
you make this decision
and
in reselling.
Lying about there being money back then. So.
Do you know what I love?
I found that out pretty quick.
Did I lie and say there was a lot of money? I told you exactly how much I was
exaggerated a little. I think you exaggerated a little with some of your ad deals.
It's actually started.
He told me $400 a month.
It's funny how Carrie's afraid. Carrie's afraid to list like official products with real brand names, but he's willing to do brand deals with like Bob's Pallet Co. We'll give you $46 for a free pallet.
Dude, that We Bargain thing was like a big debacle. Well, they were super cool to me, and I trusted them, and I learned that they were not good, guys. You can do a little research on We Bargain and find out which jail the owner is in at the moment.
And you're on Buck Mountain Show slamming me for Supply Hut out there.
Well, I just felt like you should have known. Well, look, you're much older than me. I was new.
Monster, Kevin, that was your job, you know.
We trusted you, and we learned we can't because you don't vet your people you sponsor. We've learned.
Yeah. So let me tell you, I vet the heck out of it anyway.
Did any of you used to work at a brick and mortar eBay store? Someone asked. Angel asked.
A brick and mortar eBay store?
No, but somebody did.
I had a brick and mortar store, though.
It was Kevin, Tennessee Picker. I think he did that.
Yeah, and then my friend Steve Carell did in that documentary.
Where he's like...
Yeah. Documentary.
Me too, by the way.
It's a documentary of Carrie, by the way.
Also a 40-year-old virgin over here.
Yeah, where did those go? I mean, I guess there's still people who do that, though, right? The consignment people out there, they're just...
You're talking about being...
Don't have a...
What are we talking about?
That's what it was. It was a consignment store, essentially, is what it was.
We're talking about two different things, I think.
What? Probably. I'm good. I'm glad I'm talking about something different than you. It'd probably make more sense.
Yeah.
Jerry Lewis, by the way, was MDA. I don't know what it was, but muscular dystrophy.
Oh, really?
That was his later years.
He was muscular.
He was the disease.
No, he raised
floating around the earth, infecting people.
Dave, you should watch it. This would be your comedy. Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. You should watch some of them. I would like to think I'm the Dean Martin and you're the Jerry Lewis. Okay. You two are the Jerry Lewis.
I want to be I want to be Don Rickles if I'm gonna be somebody from the Rose.
I could see Don. I want
to be Don Rickles.
Who's the guy from Caddyshack? The
Bill Murray.
No, the old guy. The old guy from Caddyshack.
The old. Are you talking about the guy from
Rodney Dangerfield? Yeah, that's Carrie.
No respect. That should be me. Yeah. No respect.
Okay, so listen. None of us worked at an eBay store. The Quirky Picker Chad said, "Do you have any 4th of July traditions?"
Fireworks.
I just
back it up.
You get the good ones, like you get the South Carolina ones, or you do the garbage?
Yeah, Uncle Paul gets the South Carolina ones in North Carolina.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Carrie,
I have literally no traditions for pretty much every holiday. I don't. Maybe we'll go to do something if there's something to be done, but I don't think we'll do anything.
Dude, I bet Fremont Street is fun on 4th of July.
No, you don't want to go to Fremont Street on the holidays. Yeah, exactly. You got to be like. You got to be
that's
like
kind of the fun of it.
bobbing and weaving. Do you know what I want to do, though? I want to go rent one of the circles at Fremont Street and go live.
Funny.
Ask me anything about sports cards or reselling, whichever channel I want to go on, and make that.
What are the circles? What do you mean the circles?
You know the circles where usually because every time we're walking by, there's attractive women, and Kevin's talking to them, and we're like, we gotta go, dude.
Attractive women. Have you been to Fremont?
No,
dude, they're like on heroin, man.
Kevin has very high standards, Carrie.
Yeah, he does.
I think everyone is attractive in their own way. So I'm just, I just love everyone, Kevin. Unlike
humans are beautiful, Kevin. We try to tell you this.
Hey, Kevin. Beauty is a construct.
How are we going to do a live podcast? Actually, we do.
With your offensiveness, I don't know. It's going to be tough.
We did the recording.
I wish you would just behave yourself.
At the 127, that was a great video. That thing did great. And Mike, we befriended Mike for life at that one. So,
listen, here's the thing, Kevin. I kind of screwed us on this with the whole not looking at a calendar even once. That total lack of looking at a calendar. But why don't we just get Carrie to Lynchburg on July 23rd? Can you make it work, Carrie? Look at your little schedule.
I got the 20. Literally, I'm going to be. That's the opening day of the National. Like that's the media day where I can get in.
We're all agreeing that you're letting us down. I'm not letting us down.
Hey, I got an idea.
Well, how long? When are you coming back? When are you coming back from your thing? Are you there like? Because we're going to be. I can on the way back.
Yeah, I could look maybe on the way back. That's an idea. I think I'm coming back like the 6th of August or something.
I had the big plans.
Might still be in the area. I don't know.
I had the big plans for you and Dave to sign these Trash to Cash canvas bags that I bought from Jesby Crafton specifically at this event.
We'll forge it.
Well, no, I can do it now because I can.
Turner can sign for me.
No, I can have Dave sign.
Do you know how much Commonwealth
here.
Picker stuff I sell that's signed on my eBay right now? You're not signing them.
Yeah, if anyone goes to CommonwealthPicker.net, they're buying merch from me, not Kevin. He doesn't own the .net. Carrie, actually, I think I'll be like driving back through there August 4th.
What day is that?
That is I believe a Sunday.
Yeah, I think that'll be like at the end of the 127, right?
Yeah, so maybe we can still make it work. We'll see.
I'm still going to be in that area, wherever the 127 is. So, yeah.
Somebody's trying to sell a first edition mug signed by me and Reagan for $500.
I'm going to go buy it right now. And then
does it have a best offer? Somebody put
I gave one away on Dibdit the other day. Gave it away on Dibdit.
Dave, since you're an Android user now, does that mean the Dibdit app will be ready for download soon? Yeah, actually, I got the beta, but it didn't work. So it's coming, Alexandria Pickers. The Android app is coming. Well, District Android app.
WhatsApp is terrible, by the way. I don't like WhatsApp.
Why don't you like it?
Really?
I don't know. Like I don't feel like I ever get notifications. And
you got to turn them on.
I get notifications.
You got to turn on the notifications in the settings.
Maybe that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll try to fix it. Picking and Punching sent a message. He said, asking for all the concerned pickers on the Highway 127 sale. If someone hits a home run while picking, does Kevin plan on slapping them on the butt and wishing them a good game?
If it's Dave, no.
I'm not going to be there.
No, he's not going to be there.
Yeah, I'm far too old for him. Pluto Emperor, if you were offered $3 billion with the only stipulation is you have explosive diarrhea once a day. It's not our fault, guys. It's their fault,
$30, I'd do that.
And it's always unexpected. You never know when it's going to happen. Do you take the money? Yes.
$30.
$3 billion. Yes, I can afford very good diapers.
You know, I would have cloaks. I would be wearing fancy clothes that would cover... Because, I'd just be like, oops, I just sharted, but guess who's paying for lunch? Me again, because I have
$3 billion.
People will deal with... People hang out with Kevin because he's rich.
Listen, here's the thing. Kevin's like 3 years away from having that just be part of his body. Just the random explosive bowel movements. So, like,
I feel like you tried to look like a minion today. This is like aggressive.
Dude, what in the world? It's Ricky the Dragon.
I'm going to Minion Land. He's celebrating.
I don't like my shirt. All right, check this out. Somebody actually sold an Enema Man, my version of it. Somebody sold one and they undercut me. They're selling it cheaper than I'm selling it. Who is this person?
That's a good idea. Everyone else do it too.
Solaire 704 store.
Let's take the floor out of the Enema Man, guys. Everyone list him for $1 cheaper than the last guy. Let's see if we can get it down to $3.
Get it down to $3.
Kevin was going to remove.
There goes the kid's college education. Good job, Dave.
Nerdy Picker said hi. Hi, Nerdy Picker. Harold Tornado back in the comments. He said,
wow, welcome back,
what
buddy.
will ultimately end the Trash to Cash podcast? Dave,
that's all you got for Nerdy Picker? We should give him a little bit more. Thank you. For the
hi, Nerdy Picker.
Hello. Awesome. You did it.
Thank you for saying hi. We all did it. He's awesome.
All right, what's your question?
She literally just said hi. We can say hi back.
Yeah, but we should be nice to her. That was not a hi. That was just moving on.
He's judging us, but he hasn't even said hi yet. We've already done more than that.
I know. We've done so much more. I put jelly on my face. You refuse to. Oh,
go ahead, Kev.
Yeah,
what are you
I'm trying to get something to do something, but it's not working. So there you go. Happy July 4th. All right, what's your next question?
Harold Tornado. Well, I love the Harry Tornado song. I've listened to it 2 times since you published it.
The new one or the old one?
The new one. No, the new one, because you got the little Mr. Tomato Man. Was it even a song? I don't know, but I liked it.
It's a sea shanty about Harold Tomato. It's a sea shanty.
The end of the last episode, guys. Not even a secret episode. That one's out there for free, baby. Harry Tornado. What will ultimately end the podcast? Dave losing interest, Carrie not being able to afford internet, or Kevin dying of old age.
Wow.
It could be any, honestly.
Wow.
They're
all
all
actually very possible.
The success of Dave's cooking channel.
Well, that would fall.
We're trying to get Kevin to episode 200 if he can hold on. So
if he can live that long, we're gonna take him
4 more years.
Well, worst case scenario, we'll put a little microphone in his ear, and Heather will feed him lines.
We have enough footage of him. If he does meet his untimely end, we could just use it, and they'll never know. They'll never know.
Just show me like you did in the one episode. You just ran me.
We've got a question for American Arbitrage from Craig.
Oh, really? Oh, hi, Craig.
Okay, so how do you decide with a new product to sell it right away when it comes to cards, or wait till it's a little bit scarcer? A new card
sells it right away.
Insert /50 had 10 to 15 examples up pretty quick, but after a few months, you may only see 1 or 2.
Yeah, but the thing is, especially with modern sports cards as they come out, if you guys want me to actually be serious, the demand, like the people being interested, wanes greatly in 3 or 4 months because 17 other products have come out. So if you have a hot product and a good card, sell it as fast as you can. The only debate's really whether you want to grade it or not, but I like to sell it because I've noticed a lot of times you send it takes months to get graded, and by the time you grade it, even if it has a good grade, the card's gone down in value. Just might as well just sell it, get your money fast. That's what I do.
All right, there you go. Yeah. He's done, Dave.
I'm done, Dave. David. Dave, I wonder if Dave got the Blake Bortles card I mailed him.
Sorry, it was Turner. Turner was talking to me. Sorry, guys.
Hi, Turner.
Came up on his bike, or came down on his bike.
He's going to come. We're going to go down there. I'm going down in September. I'm going down in November. I'm going down in January.
So let me relate it to popcorn buckets when it comes to the card talk that I wasn't listening to, but I'm pretty sure it's the same idea.
Or
with popcorn
stadium
buckets,
giveaways.
Great when you first get the popcorn bucket, you can sell it, but there's a lot of heat. There's a lot of competition, and you might get less than waiting, but the demand is significantly decreased if you wait. You have to make sure it's truly a rare item, like Garfield blanket that I got. I knew it was like officially rare because they only had one at my theater. I went multiple times. They always only had that one. I never found another one. And I saw people price gouging or opposite price gouging, dropping price. I'm like, I'm just going to leave mine listed at $75 and I think it's going to sell. And then a month and a half later it sells for $75. Those people were getting like 35 to 40 for it.
Same thing really with stadium giveaways. Me and Carrie talked about this before, so I'm not going to do that again. But also, here, I got one for you right now. Walmart is carrying a VHS right now. They're selling a VHS, and it's the same story. If you better get rid of it quick. You better do that stuff and sell them.
What is the VHS they're selling?
I'm not.
Training video? I would buy that.
Walmart is carrying Terrifier 2 on VHS.
Dude, that is like the most violent movie ever created.
On
I was
VHS.
watching a review of it, and it's supposed to be disgusting. I sent it to my brother.
People were like vomiting in the middle of the showing.
I said to my brother, he's like, it wasn't bad.
It was like basically like a Commonwealth Picker YouTube video.
Well, listen, they don't even make VCRs anymore, and they're selling this VHS. So there you go. I like it.
Well, you can get a VCR. Because it's horror. You have to deal with a reseller, which is terrible. I wouldn't.
So many horror collectors have a VHS collection and a VCR that it makes sense to sell.
Yeah, totally.
Rick and Marilyn sent us a message.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Well, you can.
No, I was just saying. Listen, Bub. There's something that Kevin will attest to. This. There's something aesthetic about having a VHS. Like I think of the old plastic shell Friday the 13th VHSs, and I go, wee.
I kept trying to say that same thing when I was trying to sell VHS on Dip. It didn't really stick. I guess
why
you gotta sell good stuff.
Still trying to do that.
Gotta sell good stuff. I'm telling you right now, you sell good stuff, it sells.
Rick in Maryland. If someone buys something from you and your spidey sense tells you there's a very good chance it's fraud, what's the best way to cancel the purchase? I buy 135 Gemini comic mailers at a time to get the best. Oh, I think he switched topics here. He's talking about Gemini comic mailers. And then he says, this is like 4 paragraphs. I'm not going to read it all. I contacted the buyer. Oh, no, this is, I'm not, Rick, I can't. It's too long. Forget it. Brad, Black Sheep Society said, when slapping that butt, does Kevin cup his hand or keep it flat? The difference matters in a significant way.
You can't, neither. It's not like this, and it's not like this. It's not like this. It's not like this. It's just.
He's got strong. He's got old man strength, so it starts flat-handed, but the momentum turns it into a cup. So it's not intentional.
I remember my coach slapping me in the butt once, and I told him I didn't want him to do that anymore. I'm not even kidding. I was like, "Don't touch my butt. That's weird." I literally said that. I was that kid who would totally do that. And I was trying to
go tell their parents and get a class action suit, and then the whole team. That's how you get rid of them. That's how you get rid of your coach.
Yeah, shoot. I remember. What about I was your head? The worst baseball player, Kevin. I was the kid sitting in center field, like just sitting down, just like picking 4-leaf clover.
No, I
got one. Like that was me.
I've told you guys I led the league the first half of the year when I was 12 in batting average.
Yeah, really? You got a nice little left-handed swing.
No, I was a slap hitter. But what I did, Kevin, I don't know if I've told this story. What I did is I would crouch down as low as humanly possible to make my strike zone low, and they would call
Phil Plantier.
Yeah, like Phil Plantier. And then halfway through the season, halfway through the year, the ump said, "We're not calling this anymore. You got to play normal." But I was playing. I just walked. I was just a.
Well, that's not a batting average. That's on base percentage.
No, but I had a couple hits, so my batting average was like 600 something. Then I ended up swinging, and I ended up like at 220 because I started swinging.
Have you ever seen Moneyball?
Yeah, I love Moneyball. Oakland.
Me either. Hey, so read your 3 latest comments on your YouTube channel, Carrie.
On my YouTube channel?
Yeah,
on which channel?
I don't get to do it?
Are they from
on your cards? No, I want to hear your cards once. Let's hear Yeah, you can do it too, Kev.
I don't want to do it now if I weren't invited.
Right. No, Kevin, your flipper.
Okay, it's going to take me half a second.
Flipper.
3 latest
and
flipper,
then
go.
Carrie will do cards, and then I'll do my channel that I like.
Okay, here's my 3 latest. New to the channel. Really rock with your videos. Real genuine dude. 100.
Nice. So your comments are positive too.
Yeah, I love doing deals like this and then sifting through it all. Nice shave. You look about 25. There we go. Last 3.
Oh, that feels good. See, I was nice and asked you to read your card one and not your picker.
I'll read my other one. They're not mean on my other one. Oh, I have TikTok. I should do TikTok. That's funny.
All right, Kev, what do you got? You got all nice stuff. I picked your nice channel too.
Flipper channel. So is this the top comments or the newest?
The 3 newest.
Well, that's probably going to be boring. But I'll read them. All right, I'll get one. Oh, Toy Addict Jody left one. I go back and forth about promoting. This is a long one, so sorry. I do it sometimes, like during the summer slowdown, but not during Q4. I only promoted 2.3%, although I sell a lot of vintage one-off items. I'm not going to read the rest.
I feel like so many people turn on the 2.3% promoted and never think about it or look to see if it's actually working.
Well, listen, Dave, I think you made this point. I failed to make it in my video. Hold on a minute. Just a second.
Okay, sorry.
So if everybody promoted at 5%, the promotion would mean nothing.
It'd be irrelevant. Yeah.
Right.
I've sold 2 things since we started the show. All right, what, Carrie?
I've sold nothing.
One was the best place.
Depressing.
What?
I just sold a stadium giveaway bobblehead. I said,
dude, look at you being a sports head, man. Good job.
I got nothing.
We're both
$324
hardcore Iceman fan, by the way. If you guys are,
yes, we are, baby. All right, read your comment.
Florida area. No, like the worst one is Facebook and cards. The last comment is, "Hey guys, if we all stop commenting, he goes broke," which is fair. That was actually
that is true, but it was actually really smart.
That was actually kind of mean, but okay.
But accurate, yeah.
Yeah, but accurate.
Brian Klein, I do not promote, and my 90-day total is $8,500. I do this part-time with the kids as my other job, especially in the summer. There you go. There's my next one. I got one more.
I guess the video was about promoting then.
Yeah, DVDs are not dead for me. I love DVDs. We have a library of our favorites.
Nice.
Deborah.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, this is an interesting segment we made up. So mine is Lee wrote and said, "I absolutely love this video. I've only watched 3 videos on this channel, but I love to cook, and this is exactly how I am in the kitchen. Keep up and please never change."
See what I'm gonna put up with all week?
This is a very funny video. Awesome. Can't wait to try this recipe. I can make it the same way you make it. Also, you're cheap, so take the broken eggshells and dump the egg back and forth to separate the eggs from the whites instead of buying an egg white separator, which I looked, by the way. Those are only $6. I probably
you should have put that in your ad thing.
I just added it to my little shopping affiliate.
It's like a bizarro world, though. It's really cool that they're like new people who don't know you because they like
talking about this, Kevin. Because or maybe it was me and Rod. I think me and Rod were talking about it on my normal.
Dave doesn't call me, yo.
Or my flipper channel. Whenever I talk to Kevin, he hangs up really quick. Like I get this this vibe, like he doesn't think he's worthy to talk to me, and I think that's kind of where I want him. So, anyways,
You were enough, Kevin. You're enough. You're enough.
Oh my god!
You're not as endowed, but it's okay.
Listen,
you're enough.
On my Flipper channel, on my Picker channel, I get constant negative comments. On this podcast, you jerks are writing negative comments right now. I love you, but you're being mean. Stop being mean. I'm not chunky. I'm just big boned. And so
in a fat way.
This is the theory. This is a theory. It's the same thing. On the cooking channel, I'm screwing up constantly. I am constantly messing up a recipe.
Though.
But it's not a profession. Like, I don't call it my job. I call picking my job. So not taking my job seriously and not being a professional reseller makes people angry. Whereas when I'm an idiot that clowns around and doesn't take cooking seriously, it's just cute. It's endearing. It's
that's actually really, look at you with the insight.
Right? Yeah, you are different on that channel, Dave. I mean, I watched a video, and I was just hoping Tina was in it. I was gonna, and she was. So, and so I was watching, and I'm like, this is a different Dave. This isn't the same Dave.
Interesting.
Not like crazy different.
It's pretty similar. Yeah.
Your cadence is a little lower. You speak a little. You don't go off on tangents all the time. You do a little bit. But not like insane. It
depends on the episode, Kevin. There's some pretty aggressive tangents.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've only watched a couple. So Kerry mentioned something very good that I just want everybody to be aware of here. So he mentioned this on Buck Mountain's show that he went on because I did apparently. So he mentioned that this podcast works because both of you two are punching up when you punch me. That's what he said. And so if Dave continues to succeed, the punching up will no longer stand.
Then I'll have to punch both of you, and it will be
I'm liking that a little better. I'm liking it.
We'll just punch down then, I guess. No, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It is cool to have a little on that channel, it is. And I just like all the positivity. Dave, you're actually making me laugh hysterically. Thank you for the laugh of the day. I will say
in all seriousness, you do not. This is interesting to me, and I'll be serious for a second. Like, you don't like to read your normal comments. You don't often read them.
I read them, but they usually depress me because they're really mean most of them.
And you don't respond to them, and I think you avoid them a lot more than
well, he doesn't avoid them. He gets Tina to go delete them before he ever has a chance.
Delete them. She doesn't delete them. She just responds to them a lot of times.
Okay.
Like they're really
I'm just saying it's nice that you're having people say some, because people are so mean to poor, sweet, helpless Dave.
I'd say it's like 30-70. 30% of my replies are Tina are me, and 70% are Tina, probably, on my Picker channel. On my cooking channel, it's all me. On my Flipper channel, it's probably 50-50. It's the Picker channel that I kind of avoid because they're pretty aggressive a lot of times. So.
Bottom line, you do have to promote. This is from Terry, if you want to succeed. But I'm not. He says I'm not taking offers on anything. If I have 30% off, like your channel most of the time, that's what he said.
Hold on, let's talk about that. See, Kevin's are actually like reselling and interesting.
Well, it's because I talk about reselling because I like reselling on a reselling channel. I don't know cooking stuff and piss my audience off.
Listen. Well, okay, so why? I mean, we literally know tons of people that are succeeding without promoting. Yeah. So how
are you jealous of
they all
success?
Have
What's going
YouTube
on?
channels, Dave, and they all get viewer sales. I know this, true. Dave. I'm being devil's advocate.
In our comments, they constantly talk about how they don't promote and they're successful.
Yeah, so there's tons of people in my comments that say that. And my whole argument wasn't telling people not to promote. Promoting works. You're going to get more sales. But at what cost? And it doesn't fit everybody's model. That's only my point was. And what cracks me up is why are these people who are promoting so aggressive? Some of them, not very few, but some of them are so aggressive to say that you've got to promote. Those people who are promoting should want nobody to promote but themselves. It will benefit them more. The more people that promote, the more the standard promotion goes up and the less effective promotion is. That's what the argument was. And people didn't even understand that's what the argument was. They still kept coming at me like, you have to promote if you're serious. I'm like, whatever.
They could have been distracted because you look like a minion. The game of the week is, where is the Chris Pratt hiding in the cabin? If anyone can find the Chris Pratt,
seriously,
the game of the week.